And the last time Baylor made it this far in the tournament, one of Scott Drew's assistants was current North Texas head coach Grant McCasland, who led the Mean Green to its first NCAA tournament win this year and joins us live from Denton. Coach, thanks for joining us. We want to dive into the Mean Green in depth in just a moment. But first, how about the green and gold of Baylor, your alma mater? What do you think of their matchup with Arkansas tomorrow night?
Yeah, that's two teams that can guard, that can score. It should be a lot of fun. You get to this time of year, you're playing the Elite Eight, you know you're playing a great team. And actually, I've talked to Coach Drew several times today already. We played Arkansas previously this season, and the thing that separates Baylor is what they did against Villanova. Their ball pressure is tremendous. They've got guys that can guard the basketball, and even when they're not making shots, their defense can carry them, which it has, and they've kind of got back into a flow since their COVID pause. But, man, their defense is tremendous, and then when they're making shots, they're basically impossible to beat.
You know, Scott Drew, it's pretty remarkable what he's done over 18 years at Baylor. What is it about Scott Drew that has made him successful at Baylor?
I mean, the guy's motor runs like you would not believe. I mean, the picture I have in my head is a guy who's driving the bus, who's got a motor, but his feet are also on the ground pushing it as he's going. I mean, he doesn't stop, and he loves well, and he puts people first. He's always serving other people. It's not about him. He's got zero ego, but he's a learner. He's a great basketball coach. He's got a great basketball mind. And he's always positive. He always thinks of how you can improve and how you can get better. And you love playing for him, and you love working for him, and you love being around him. And those kind of people tend to have success.
And how about our other Elite Eight matchup tomorrow night here on CBS 11, Houston and Oregon State? Speaking about defense, Kelvin Sampson's Houston team held Syracuse to just 46 points last night.
Oh, remarkable. I mean, everybody's got their opinion. Offense win championships, or does defense win championships? This time of year, you better have both, and they have both. They got great guard play. Their forwards are tenacious, but they can count on their defense every night. They can count on their rebounding every night, and they're a team, too, that if they're missing shots, they do such a good job of offensive rebounding. And that zone that Oregon State's been playing is causing people problems. But you got to give the edge to Houston in that one with their ability to score at the guard spot, and then those ones they miss, they find a way to get and put back in with their forwards.
All right, let's get to more important matters here. Let's talk about the Mean Green. Let's talk about that win over Purdue, first NCAA tournament win ever for the program. What does it do for the Mean Green program? What do you think, Coach?
Well, I mean, big picture, this is what we love about this time of year, right? It brings notoriety to people that maybe you haven't heard of, and for North Texas and our university in this area, everybody knows what a great university we have here. But nationally, I think what's fun about it is a lot of people that have gone to school here or may not have known about it all over the country want something to be excited about. And so many people are getting on there and Googling what is Mean Green and trying to figure out about Denton, Texas, and what's special about that university. And we got so many great things. But I'm just proud for our alumni and the people all over the United States that are cheering for us. And then also across the country, people that want to figure out why North Texas is special, that we know in this area why it is special. But it's neat to have other people recognize it and find out more about us.
Grant, 4 years ago, you took over a program that won just 2 conference games the previous year, and you made a habit here the last 4 years of cutting down the nets. Early on, it was a CBI postseason tournament championship. A couple of years ago, or last year, it was the Conference USA regular season championship, and then weren't able to play in March Madness, as no one did. And then this year, you win 4 straight games and win a postseason tournament championship. What's been the key to turning this around?
People. Always people. I mean, we've got Neil Smatras, our president, Ren Baker, and then our staff. I mean, once you get those people together that believe that you can do great things and then give you the resources to make those things happen, we got great buildings. We're sitting here in the Super Pit. This place is live. But without the people every day that put their heart and soul into it, like Javion Hamlet, like Zach Simmons, you don't do things that are special. So we're blessed to be around great people in our administration and great people at this university. And obviously this team and these players came together and did something that hadn't been done, and their heart and soul was on this court getting it done, and that's the reason why we've had success.
All right, I got to take you back to that Purdue game, and I know you've seen the highlights since then of your family in the stands and their celebrations in the stands, your wife Cece and your 4 kids, the windmill and ice in the veins celebration. Where did that come from? What kind of reaction have they gotten from that?
Yeah, you know, I asked them, actually, do your friends, have they watched this? And they all laugh. And Beckett, which is the windmiller, said, Dad, that wasn't even the best part of the celebration. I don't know why they didn't get the rest of it. And I said, well, TV doesn't ask you when you want to be on TV. They only put what they want. But no, you know what's funny? That's just a snippet of their competitive. My wife played soccer in high school and in college competitively at Texas Tech. So that competitiveness is definitely running down through them, but that's just them. I mean, honestly, that's kind of how they interact and live every day. So people know my wife's a saint after watching that, because all the energy that they do in that game is kind of how they live every day.
And your son Beckett clearly has ice in his veins. We've got video here of him winning a free throw shooting contest a couple of years ago. And that's no ordinary free throw there. There's a lot of commotion going on.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's got a way about him. He is funny. The bigger the pressure moments, he finds a way to deliver. I don't know, some kids just have a little different something to them. He got it from his mama.
Well, Dad's doing pretty well too, and it's a great family atmosphere there in North Texas with the Mean Green. We appreciate you joining us tonight, Grant McCasland, head coach of the North Texas Mean Green. And